I'm Dr. Jeffrey Spiegel from Advanced Facial Aesthetics in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston, Massachusetts. And I'd like to talk to you today about V-line surgery, K-pop surgery, mandible shaping surgery. It comes by a lot of different names, but this is a procedure that has become very popular and been in the news quite a bit. So K-pop stands for Korean pop music, of course, and many of the best well-known Korean pop stars have been noticeably beautified. Their jaws are narrower, their faces are less heavy, they have these beautiful profiles along the chin and jaw. And this is sometimes called V-line surgery or mandible shaping, and it's something that we here at my office do amongst the most of anybody we've ever heard of. We do this several times each week. We have an extremely busy practice in V-line surgery and one of the busiest in the world with some of the most experience in this particular procedure. So what do we actually do? Well, it depends. If you feel like your face is heavy along the chin and jawline, if the chin is back, if it's wide but back, sometimes putting in a little chin implant is what you need because it's going to provide the missing top. You can think about a pyramid with the top cut off, might look flat and wide, but when the top's back on it, it gives you that nice shape. So it's the same thing with your jaw. If your jaw is flat and wide but back, it may be that you need something put in front. Other times the chin is very wide and forward, so adding to the front of it is not really the right answer. It can give you the shape you want, but we need to get both the shape and the size right for you to look your best. In that case, what we do is we're going to shape the bone of the chin. The bone of the chin is your mandible bone, and I've got a plastic one here, don't worry, nothing too bad. And you can see this bone here in this width. If this is too strong and wide, we can reduce this, and we go through your mouth. There's no scars on the outside anywhere. You get a few dissolving stitches right inside underneath your lip. No one can see that, but you do get some swelling, of course. We can shape this bone, and then we shape the soft tissue above it, the sort of fleshy part of your chin, to get just the most beautiful, attractive shape that's going to blend in. And typically we don't need to do just the chin. Typically we'll do the entire jaw. We'll go along the length of the jaw, all the way to the back. Anything that's thick and wide all along here gets tapered to really give the face a beautiful shape. And that's sometimes called a V-line because if it's too wide, you can restore a shape more like a V. And this is what a lot of these Korean pop stars are doing. That's being called K-pop surgery. Now, sometimes people will have a wide lower part of their face but not have excess bone. This is something we can figure out pretty readily when I see you in the office, or if we do a consultation over the internet where I get to look at you live with video. We can figure out if it's bone, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's muscle. There's a muscle on the side of your jaw called your masseter muscle, and this is a muscle that when you chew flares up. Sometimes this can get very large, and if this is the case, that can give you that wide shape, and it's really the muscle that's the problem and not the bone. In those instances, botulinum neurotoxin, or Botox, Dysport, one of these type medications, can be injected into the muscle and shrink it. Then you don't need any kind of surgery at all, just in the office. Very quickly you can find you get the shape you want, and we have a lot of people who come in for that procedure. Okay. If you decide you don't want to have continued upkeep of the area because these botulinum medications require repeat injections every few months, then we can actually reduce the size of the muscle. Once again, that's done from inside your mouth, so there's no external scarring. You will have some swelling as things are healing, but once the swelling has gone down, you'll enjoy that beautiful V-line shape, which can give your face a nice heart shape, a nice taper, and get you looking the way you've always wanted. So I'm Dr. Jeffrey Spiegel from Advanced Facial Aesthetics. Check us out on the internet at www.drspiegel.com, drspiegel.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon.